I'm just gonna like live stream me finishing my track because why not? Okay. Right now I'm going through and tightening these vocals with this program called Vocaline. This is a super old version, so I had to boot it in like the old mode basically to get it to work. But it's a cool tool from post-production that allows you to, basically it was invented for basically redoing overdubs in movie sets. Like say you're on a live set and the truck goes by and the dialogue was like great and you don't want to like redo it. So if they go into the studio and redo it, you can take this track as the guide track, this first one, and you can literally say, this is my guide. I'm going to capture the guide. And I use the key next to L, the semicolon, to go down. And then you hit dub. And then this is like the overdub. So it's going to like force the overdub to sound like the original. And it's really cool for pop music because you can literally see it move to match the other one. So this is like a cool trick to make background vocals sound super tight. And you're driving me crazy. You gotta listen to see if there's any like artifacts and stuff. And then Pro Tools was really awesome for making these vocals really tight and like editing wise, or like back like, you know, noises and stuff, editing out that stuff. You're driving me crazy. You're driving me crazy. It's good to check if they made any like funky sounds in there. You're driving me crazy. 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 So like that's after. This is like the before. Let's see. You're driving me crazy. Isn't that crazy? That's the before I did it. You're driving me crazy. And then this is after. You're driving me crazy. That's literally insane. Oh my god. Okay. This is really fun. I don't even care if nobody's here, but like, that's, oh wow, hey peoples. Hey. Yeah. I don't know if you just heard that, but I'm just editing these vocals here for my next track that's coming out. I like it when you laugh way too loud. Your eyes sparkle. God, somebody save me some. I want a bigger fade. Your eyes sparkle. God, somebody save me. Okay, so this is, let's see. I need to grab exactly the same thing I want here. God, somebody save me. God, somebody save me. Okay. Wow, this is cool. Letting some people into the behind the scenes. I'm capturing the original. I'm going down. And hopefully this works. When it doesn't work, you can obviously see it didn't work. Okay, and we're time stretching these to match my lead vocal. Hopefully to great results. I spent 5 hours doing this yesterday, and I have to redo it all today, so we're in for a treat. I used the wrong tracks, basically, and when I put them back in my other session, they didn't sound the same. So, that's fun. Got somebody save me so. See, that worked. That's dope. Got somebody save me. That's crazy. Got somebody save me sometime. And it's also a blend of like if it's too perfect. Like I almost didn't do this, and I'm just doing this to see if I like it, because I kind of want the song to be imperfect. But my friend's like, try it anyways. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I say. Hey, Logan. Yeah, I'm just gonna like stream finishing my track because why not? Just your average Tuesday. What's that clicky sound? Oh no, it's in here. See, sometimes like you can see I edited the lead already before I went live, and I'm finding like I was too rogue in some places. Like, depends on the genre. Some people edit out everything. I'm trying to leave some stuff because, like I said, this is like an organic kind of track. Also, if anyone knows graphic designers, I've hit up like 5 and I haven't heard back from anyone. And I really need to make the artwork. I need to submit this to mastering by Wednesday night. And yeah, I don't have a designer. So if anyone knows anyone. What's that crunchy sound? I would go live on Instagram, but the problem with Instagram Live is you can't just passively listen in the background, which is not cool, so. What might have happened here? Sometimes I like literally sausage it. I'll put like 2 limiters on there to compress it and make it super like all the same volume so that I can really hear like the artifacts and clicks. Kind of sounds like I edited this too hard in the past and like. And you know what? Whatever. It was like you can't. I didn't notice that in the track, like with the track. Or can I even hear that without all that? No, I can't, so. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be selective about what I time stretch here because it's kind of unnecessary to do every single thing. I don't know. I just went from being like super perfectionist to like I watched a Fred again. I watched a lot of Fred again interviews and like he's like you got to keep in mind that like underproduced and underpolished is also a vibe. And I was like, you know what? There's people blowing up online with like a voice memo on Spotify, and I'm sitting here. I made this track in 2 days, and I spent the past 2 years trying to like polish it. And I worked with like literally a Grammy-nominated engineer, and he did an incredible job. And I'm like, but the feeling is like gone. Like he technically made it better, but it doesn't feel the same. And that was a big lesson. So I'm just gonna keep my mix that I did in 2 days, like 2 years ago. Yeah. I get a bunch of spam messages. Yeah. Yeah, like buy my beat or like yeah. buy my beats or I'll design your artwork. And that's not very good. So I sang this longer than I did in the first one, so that's why I'm like not doing that one. I don't really want breaths to be on the sides, really. That's what my friend noticed, and it was kind of crazy sounding. I'm okay with the breaths in the lead vocal, but on the side it's like, I don't know, a bunch of extra noise. Okay, this might work. Sometimes you can grab like a big section like this. I usually kind of sing more in time with myself, but I was like, kind of wanted this to be rough. But whatever. And when I'm done with this, I might even just like take some of these. If the feeling is gone. So let's try it anyway. Can't help but feel okay, this is gonna be awesome. Okay. So like I said, this is the plugin vocal line. Super old version. I thought I was gonna have to like pay to upgrade it. Apparently not. So let's try it anyway. See, that's so cool. Oh my god, that is so satisfying. My friend sent me a meme, or no. Oh, I saw this thing circulating on Instagram of like Alex Hormozy, that business guy. He was like, you know, you found your passion. Like, you can find your passion if someone, you know, offers you like $100 billion, like for you to stop doing it. Like, would you stop? And I was like, someone offered me $100 billion to stop making music? Like, no way. And he's like, really? Like, even if you could paint and, you know, make art or like design, you know, and I'm like, no, like, there's no way. So he couldn't believe it. And I'm like, that's really beautiful. It's so nice to have my studio back. I like finally have it in LA. Finally have a studio in LA, my lifelong dream. Then of course I spent like 3 nights here and then I had to evacuate for the fires. So that was cool. Not really. It's really traumatic. But thankfully my place is okay. Isn't that so cool? I don't know. I might be the only nerd in the world that notices this, but it's just so cool. I'm glad my friend forced me to do it. So it's like, you mean I have to spend $30 to use Pro Tools for a month? I was like, I hardly use it anyways. And I'm like, wait, but that's because I was hardly releasing anything, so. Okay. I don't know, this is kind of relaxing. ASMR, vocal editing. Am I forgetting anything else? Nope. Yo, this is working better than normal. Which means I did a good job recording it. If you're just like not even close with your timing, this isn't gonna save you. And I was like ready to release this without even doing this, and I was like, okay, I have a few like extra days, like maybe I'll just try it. Okay. Not me, I stayed up till like 5 a.m. worrying about this. Because literally, like I said, I spent 5 hours doing this yesterday, getting all set up with Pro Tools again, remembering how to do all this, and I thought I had agreed to an event to go to Wednesday night, and that's when I need my mastering to be, like, this to be sent out. And so I, like, stressed out until, like, 5 a.m. flopping around, but I feel good now. I hope you feel it too. Okay, so this is tricky because this lead vocal goes longer than everything else. So I guess in this situation I can take the duplicate and use that as the guide for the rest of them. Not duplicate. Don't duplicate your vocals. I meant the stack, and that's a stack is like when you sing the same thing with yourself. Let's see. No, I feel like I used to try to do that. I'd like duplicate my recording and nudge it around, but that just creates more problems. It's better to just like, if you want it really wide and thick, just record it again. Like, this is really working well. I'm so happy I'm doing this. Okay.
I've never hit it off with someone so fast. And it's kind of crazy. With you, I feel.
Take on what? Sorry, I didn't know what. I'm like looking over. Interesting take. Don't know if you do the same. Same as. Sorry, I missed one. Same as what?
And it's kind of crazy.
Looks like everyone else dipped out, but I know the music production peeps will enjoy this.
And
Oh no, see? You can hear that messed it up.
and
So, no need to do that. It's funny because my teacher, his name is Doug Fensky from like the school I went to out here. He worked with like Frank Ocean and stuff. Super dope. But he has like a super old YouTube video where he's showing like how to do this process, and I always have to like go dig it out to like remember the key commands. I think his YouTube is like Doug in Studio City. And I like find this like 10-year-old video. It's probably even older than I know. Oh my god.
it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Alright, something sounds a little weird.
It's kind of crazy. 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 It's kind of crazy.
It's technically correct.
It's kind of crazy. With you, I feel free. It's kind of crazy. With you, I feel free from my past. And I love your smile.
Oh, yeah. Taking the money and... No, I mean, like, I don't know. I got to experience, like, literally staying in mansions with, like, literally the, like, richest... Not, like, I don't know. Staying in mansions around, like, the richest people in, like, the tech world in San Francisco. And, like, the drama that I heard about that, those people, like, it's so sad. Like, I've heard... really, like, just people are, like, really miserable, so... I don't know. We kind of, like, think money will solve all our problems. And it does to, like, at a certain extent, but it's not as high as we think we need, so... I'm just, like, imagining living out the rest of my life, and I can't do what I love to do. And you just have money, like... I would want the money so I could just pursue music more, you know? The past few years was really stressful trying to get any income going out here without a trust fund in California, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, thankfully my cat sitting business is like doing well. I can't believe it.
Your smile got I love you baby song.
Which is definitely freeing me up mentally to finally finish this stuff.
Got I love you baby song.
Alright, let me do this.
Smile got I love you baby song. Got I love you baby. Got I love you baby song.
Yeah, you know, like other countries like give artists money, like that's a good idea. One of my favorite artists, Elio, like it's like music video funded by the Canadian government. I'm like, oh, nice.
I love your smile got I love you baby song.
That's cool.
Smile got I love you baby song.
Okay, that's probably enough there. I'm like, I want some money for a music video. I'm trying to, for this song, I'll probably do an acoustic version video. Maybe I can make some kind of thing for the actual song.
I love you, baby. Sometimes I feel I'm not enough. Times I feel.
That would be dope. But in the past, I mean, I've had literally no budget to make a video. I just like put together some ideas and like wandered around with a camera. And then my friend was like, wow, this looks really good. I'm like, oh, thanks. I don't know what I was doing, but.
Times I feel I'm not enough.
So glad you liked it. Oh no, where was I? Here.
Not enough. Times
I used to make like multi-tracks videos. Maybe I'll do something like that for this.
smile, God, I love you, baby. Sometimes, you baby, you baby, you baby,
Babies? No, that's not right.
you baby,
Let's
you baby.
see, which one's the closest?
Love you, baby.
See, like, I'm just noticing imperfections in my vocals. Like, sometimes I say the wrong thing when I, like, overdubbed it. And actually, I thought about redoing all of these vocals because technically there's a lot of comb filtering, and I recorded it in a closet. And, like, it's kind of technically canceling itself out. And, like, the vocal mic was, like, $60 and, like, whatever. And I'm like, I could go and repolish and redo it all, but, like, it's got a character to it, so it's got a feeling. It doesn't need to be technically perfect, so no one's ever pointed it out to me, and I didn't even know. Right. I know, right? Like, give it out of the cat shelters.
Smile, God, I love you, baby.
That would be a move.
Baby,
Okay, which one do I want to choose? Alright. This one can be a guide for these.
Oh God, I love you, baby. God, I love you, baby.
Let's do this section. I've like wanted to like live stream production for so long. I don't know why I've never done it. I just like felt shy or something. Yeah. Also, when I did a like YouTube stream from my phone in the past, in like the vertical mode, I got like 1,000 views on my like live stream, and I'm like, I think it's maybe like the YouTube app like kind of promotes it if it's like a vertical stream. I have no idea.
God, I love you, baby. Sometimes I feel I'm not enough.
All right, this will be interesting. I don't know how to. Oh well, this one will work. Do 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 do. Ooh, cool. I'm chopping some of the end off here. That's not cool. Why did I just randomly get a craving for IKEA meatballs? IKEA like serves like pretty nice food. Oh no, now I'm like randomly craving IKEA food.
Feel I'm not enough.
Oh yeah, that didn't work.
Feel I'm not enough.
Ooh,
Feel I'm not enough.
that really didn't work. That.
Feel I'm not enough. Feel.
Yeah, I didn't think that would, cause I'm like, I kind of sang it or like whatever.
Feel I'm not enough.
I have it on the speaker so you guys can hear it, but I'm actually using headphones because it's like, you can hear the little details a lot easier if you do that.
But you like me
I'm like, did I even try? I don't know. I'm excited to hear the difference.
But you like me anyway.
Wow. Awesome. There's actually a story of Freddie Mercury. He would record, along with himself, like stacking the vocals. And his timing was so precise that he would actually, if you have two audio files that are too similar and playing back next to each other, they will actually cancel each other out. And it's called phase. So he would actually phase with himself. Which is insane. That's, yeah. Legendary.
Sometimes I call you out on your bluff.
And that's also something I'm paying attention to. If this is too timed like that I don't want it to phase and disappear.
Sometimes I call you out on your bluff.
Okay.
Sometimes I call you out on your bluff. You out on your bluff.
I think part of this is I was not really confident on what the harmonies actually were. So I was like, as I was recording it, I was trying to figure it out.
You out on your bluff.
Ooh, but like now doing this, it makes me sound much more confident. But in terms of like fixing someone who can't really sing with these kind of techniques, I'm not going to say names, but I have tried it before. And it's not like as easy as the headlines make it look out like it is. These tools are really good to make a good singer like pop out of the speakers even more. But saving someone that's not really there is I don't know.
But you like me anyway. Sometimes I call you out on your bluff. I call you out on your bluff.
If it is possible, it's a lot of work. And it's just better to work with someone that can sing. And thankfully the clients that have been reaching out to me as of late are very good singers. So it makes my job easier.
Sometimes I call you out on your bluff.
That's pretty amazing. That just made like my unconfident take sound very confident.
Sometimes I call you out on your bluff.
I did some preliminary editing of my lead in Logic, but we are in the program called Pro Tools, which is kind of considered the industry standard for like post-production editing and like, Broadway stuff and film and television. And then like your super, super technical mixing engineers. Although some people do make music in here. Famously, Charlie Puth and Jack Antonoff. I just prefer to do this kind of editing stuff in Pro Tools, honestly.
You're alright, right?
Sometimes I hear really funny sounds. It's reminded me of like, there's a story that Adam Young shared about fireflies. Like, he actually left like one of his laughs in the background takes, and you can actually hear it wherever that is in the song. It's like a funny Easter egg. Also, he did like a live stream or something, like where he broke down the stems. And I think he pointed out like one of the chords in his MIDI files and this piano is like completely wrong. Oh my god, that set me free, honestly. As far as I know, I haven't done anything like that.
Can't help but feel
Okay, that's like Mr. Perfectionist there. Like, that's pretty crazy.
I'm falling for you.
Yeah.
But feel I'm falling for you.
That's lit. And you always want to like fade the start and the end of the files. That's what these things are. So you don't get any clicks. Like if the file's just sitting there without a fade, it may potentially click as it starts on playback. So it's just a good practice to like fade everything. Okay. That's a lot of O's. They're all pretty in time. I don't know if I want to like go that hard on it. Definitely these. Like I said, I wasn't even that confident about what I was doing harmonically. And I was like, whatever. I had to like submit it for I submitted it to like a TV commercial or something. And I had like 2 days. And it didn't get signed, unfortunately. Oh, interesting. But I just emailed some like just emailed literally like some random companies. Not random, I mean kind of. I didn't know them. And they're called like libraries that you send your music and they will pitch it to be in like TV shows and commercials. And I just like sent a bunch of people this track and 99% of people didn't answer me. Their loss, but one did and they loved it and they signed it. So maybe you'll hear Fallin on your next favorite TV show. And then I don't have to do Uber Eats. Yeah. Can kind of see my gain staging is kind of all over the place. That's not ideal. Some of the files are bigger than the others. Ideally, I would even that out, but like I said, it's already sounding how I want it to, and I just want it to drop into my Ableton session and sound the same. I hear like a clicky sound. I don't know where it's coming from. I mean, my friend like goes so ham with this editing. He'll go to every F sound, every B, every T, and he'll like cut out the bass of those specific letters. And it's just insane. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. But, ew, I can hear like that weird sound. Or it could be that one. There's a few weird sounds. I potentially... This could be a good opportunity to learn how to actually do that. So, what Pro Tools can do that other DAWs can't, as far as I know, is I can go through these plugins like I'm doing with Vocaline, and it actually like burns the effect onto the audio. And you can do that with others, but in a more roundabout way. Okay, let me see. Huh. Wow, okay. Now I do know what he's doing. That's really subtle, but I just like took out the high end of this. Oh, no. So maybe that click will be a little less noticeable. Wow, it is. You hear that? Whoa. Okay, I'm blowing my own mind right now. This has kind of got a weird... That's pretty insane. Okay, hold on. Alright, Pro Tools just got really cool. That's crazy. Oh my god, I just did what he does. Okay. Basically, I like tried to like, I did something to like mask these weird sounds I made. Wow! I don't even notice it now. It sounds like I'm saying hand, but you know what? Whatever. Hand, I hope. Whatevs. Wow, I just wrote off trying that because I thought it was so hard, and I'm like, wait, it's actually what I'm doing right now. So I'm using Audio Suite, I'm using Vocaline, and it's literally burning it straight onto the track, embedding it into the audio file. You can't do that in Logic or Ableton unless you kind of put the plugin on the track. Ah, crap. And then export it. But this can do that in like real time. So that's pretty cool. Which is why I sacrifice my money to the Pro Tools gods to do this. Sick. Also, random fact about the TikTok thing. I've been posting on there for like literally 5-6 years. And it's like embarrassing, but whatever. I only got like 160 followers. So it definitely did not change my life. And then I like went on the Redbook app. I sold my data to China that way. And I got 170 followers in 2 days. So, you know, that's cool. Any O's in this song? Really? Huh. I don't remember that. The thing about the O's that I was careful of is like the O's in all my friends like are kind of cheesy to me. And here I am doing the same thing, but whatever. It's that crunching. hear some crunchy sounds coming from somewhere. I have no idea where the crunch is coming from. No. I don't know. Whoa, someone dropped something. In other words, I put together my go bag finally, in case of an emergency. My friend gave me a camp stove that I can use, and I ordered a bunch of like backpacking food. Cause it's kind of insane, like, imagine if like all of the utilities are shut off. Your fridge goes down, like, you know what? So I got prepared after I needed to be. Crunch. I hear something somewhere. Yep. All of these little things will just like add up to just a more professional sound. Could be why some people said it kind of sounds like a demo. Ooh, yeah, I definitely forgot about all these harmonies. Alright. Capture. Did all these. Forgot these. Oops. This one's longer than that. Can select here. So what I will do here is pick the best one from these. Use that as the guide. The overdub. Lit. Literally lit. Da 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 da. Should have ate breakfast. Da 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 da. I'm hungry. Da 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 da. Okay. This one. It's already edited. Lit. Crunchy. No like crunchy. The only kind of thing I heard is like, you can hear the bleed of the track in the headphones. So basically, my microphone recorded what it could hear in my headphones. And those might not line up. There's definitely a lot of bleed. But whatever. We'll see. Sick. Okay. You guys are getting to see under the hood. And I'm happy to show it because I wish other people showed it to me. Okay. Do 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 do. How am I gonna do that? Do 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 do. Okay. Sick. Also, there's a big convention coming up this week, actually. It's called NAMM. I actually saw Phineas do a presentation there. I saw Jack Antonoff speak. I was like in a tiny room with him. Didn't get to say hi, unfortunately. It's like this big conference for music production tools, not just production, but like musicians, equipment, gear. It's like where they debut all the new music products, basically. And I actually got to like meet Andrew Huang there. I actually got a pass because I emailed my resume to a bunch of music production companies. And I was like, oh, I can work for you. And someone gave me a NAMM pass, so we'll see where that goes. Maybe I'll make some tutorials for them, or maybe I'll get a job, but who wants a job? I forgot about these. Do 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 do. I'm always like, should I? And I do it, and I'm like, yes, I should have. Epic. Feel it too. Good song. Am I coming out? I left you. Oops. Chomped it off. Gotta redo that one. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Oh yeah. This is gonna be so tight. I do. Am I almost done? I don't even know where I am in the song, to be honest. Poop. What I can do here. So does Lee. Okay. Just randomly thought of France. Wonder how they're doing. Tight. Super lit. Sick. This is much more fun to be on the live stream with y'all. I'm just sitting here. Hashtag rotten in the studio. Nope. I have sunlight. We're good. It's 2 M's. No. Oh, yeah. How many times have I been to NAMM? Honestly, I might have been like 3 or 4 times before. If I think about it, I have to do my calculations. It's cool. I don't really, honestly, go for the gear. I go because, like, the whole music industry goes. And it's cool to meet people. But also, they have a lot of educational panels that, like, 99% of people don't even pay attention to. And I'm there with my notebook, like, hey! But yeah, it's always, like, kind of tricky. Because I don't know if you can even, like, buy a pass, or if you do, it's kind of expensive. So it's like you gotta get in through an, like, a industry contact, basically, inviting you. So I know some friends that were, like, not able to find a pass. Thankfully, one got one at the last second. It's a big dweeb fest. But what's cool, someone told me, like, musicians, like, are total dorks. But for some reason, it's, like, cool. So, I don't know, but now I feel like everyone loves, like, smart people. But there used to be a lot of judgment around that. But musicians were always audio nerds. But they were cool, because they're rock stars. It's kind of crazy for me to realize, like, most artists aren't sitting here doing this. Now that I'm kind of, like, getting into the LA session scene and stuff, it's like, you have a producer, you have, like, I wouldn't say, like, your songwriter's writing for you, but it's a very collaborative process, and I did start to, like, collaborate with people, but it's, like, usually the artist isn't sitting here, like, doing this. They might not even know how, and I'm like, what? This is, like, my whole teenage life was just sitting here learning how to do this. And no regrets. How long of a snippet can we get away with? Yeah, it's 2 M's. They have one in Nashville as well. Oops. Damn. I missed one. I don't know the key command to go back up. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this again. But yeah, I learned how to do all this at the school I moved out to LA for. It's like, here's some, I don't know, what happened here? It just sort of covered up all my other work. They're like, here's some tips how to make commercial music. I'm like, cool. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you. And the first thing I made after that program was Love and Mercy. My song Enough was made in the studio, and I didn't work on that necessarily. I was just like the artist I'm describing. And that's what like blew me away. Like, wow, those vocals sounded incredible, and this is like what they were doing, and I had no idea because no one's like sharing how to do this. So I made it my mission to go figure it out. Yeah. Also been going to some like cool hangs in LA. It's called pop hangs and different kind of like events like that. People just come and get a chance to like play their tracks and set up collaboration sessions with other people. And I had no idea. I don't think they like did that stuff honestly when I came to LA originally, so I was honestly really isolated. And then like COVID happened and I trusted my intuition to like leave town before that happened. Like months before anyone knew about it. I'm not claiming I knew about it, but just randomly moved to Virginia, and I'm glad I did it. Also, what's pretty crazy with these fires is like I was looking at housing up where it literally all burned, and I remember my intuition telling me, even though like fires haven't happened in the city, I just feel like this is like too close. That's why I moved like further away from the mountains. So that's pretty shocking to think about. My friend sent me some like pictures of houses he was like trying to buy and he got rejected for no reason. And they're gone. It's insane. I literally had like a 2-hour like guidance / encouragement session last night about like how to cope with these fires. It's really been bothering me a lot. Sick. So, I am still deciding on a release date, but I definitely want it to be February, and I can like tease it around I keep saying Thanksgiving. It's Valentine's Day. It just feels like a February song because of that. I know, so basic. Arg, mateys. Alright, I'm literally almost done with this. Oh, that doesn't look very good. That doesn't look very nice though. It just kind of chopped off the end bit. Try it again. Bleh. That's beast. Okay, almost done. Thank you for supporting me through the monotony. Grip. Some of that's already. I'm hearing it. Hearing those clickies. Yep. This is so lit. Here's some lip smacks I'm trying to disguise. There's probably a more perfect way to do this, but not my stomach like growling. Can I make it through the end? There's still quite a bit to do. Oh no, I don't know how to read that. Indie is such a big genre. Yeah, they are contained, definitely. And they've not been smoking, but they're just watching them. The fear has just been like the weather. Like, look at 16% humidity. That's insane. Like, that's so low. Also, my apartment's so small that I set my temperature for my heater at 72, and I woke up and it was 81 in here. 84. So, I definitely don't need to leave my heat on, but yeah, the air's so dry. But yeah, I might pause the stream now because I'm hungry. And I'm proud of you guys sitting through this. I can finish off the monotony on my own. But yeah, this is really fun. I want to do this more. And I think people will learn some stuff. And we can hang out. But yeah, I'm gonna have to translate that. Wow, it's been an hour. Cool. Yeah, that's amazing. That's exactly why I decided YouTube would be better than Instagram. It's like, if you could live stream and scroll, it would work. But they don't have that feature. So I feel like YouTube is more my home. So yeah, this is dope. I might stream some more soon. I usually work on music around this time. And yeah. Dope. Peace out. Boy.